Who decides to record a podcast not even 11 o'clock in the morning, man? Oh, that's right. That'll be me right here. Lucas C. Allen 1018 on YouTube. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode of the Lucas E. Allen Show. I'm Lucas E. Allen 1018 on YouTube and all audio platforms, the Lucas E. Allen Show. With me ranking every single WrestleMania main event since 2014, the year I became a professional wrestling fan, 2014. Yeah, I want to do this, but I want to do this upload, obviously, closer and closer to get to WrestleMania. Obviously, it's WrestleMania week, man. So it's like, why the fuck not? Let's just do like a WrestleMania main event, like basically rankings from all 18, spoilers, 18 WrestleMania main events, including the night 1, night 2 matches we got into WrestleMania 36 and beyond, to say the least. Obviously, we got 36 to 41, WrestleMania 30 up until WrestleMania 41 night 2, man. This, by the way, starts off number 18, obviously, the worst WrestleMania main event I've ever seen in my freaking lifetime. But anyways, without anything, follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Lucas C. Allen 1018. Watching today's podcast on YouTube, hit the like button to today's podcast. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Turn on the bell for your post notifications and upload to our YouTube channel. And always, feel free to leave a comment to get my ranking every single WrestleMania main event since 2014 on YouTube and Spotify as well. Also comment on YouTube and also comment on Spotify. I'll link in my rankings also as well. And also a 5-star rate me very nice as well, to say at least. And programming notes, we're going to be doing your Monday Night Raw. Obviously, was it April 13th of 2026 review? Hopefully today, knock on wood. I know. It's not a lot. Anyways, let's get started to number 18, shall we? Gentlemen, please. John Cena defeats Cody Rhodes to win the undisputed WWE Championship, WrestleMania 41 Night 2. Yeah, this is one of the worst WrestleMania main events in probably all time. So we got with the Rock bullshit with Travis fucking Scott, like, who knows, maybe Night 1, this year for WrestleMania 42 Night 1, be just as bad, if not worse, than this one come the list next year. We've been doing a yearly thing with this stuff, honestly. I know it'd be the same freaking ratio of videos, but then you're going to play every single WrestleMania following that as well. Yeah, this shit was just not good. There was a lot of duds in this WrestleMania card. WrestleMania matches and WrestleMania's main events in general. This is by far the worst one since 2014. By far, it ain't even close. I mean, there's a lot of duds. Like the next one, ever since we get into like lists like, I think ranking number maybe 11, it starts getting good. But even now, it's like an old timer at that with Stone Cold Steve Austin, but still, you spoiler of that match. Up until he gets us in list number 11, that's when the stuff gets good. But this was just a fucking dud, bro. This one was freaking this is John Cena's final WrestleMania match in his career. Got to pay John Cena a lot, honestly. This match just sucked. It just sucked. Let's just all be honest, people. This match just sucked. Like, what a freaking... I was generous giving this a big fat C by that WrestleMania 41 Night 2 review. I really so badly want to give it an F, but I said, let's be kind of generous. Going back on it, I should have gave it an F. But this was just a fucking dud of a match. Thank God I rectified this at SummerSlam that year. Obviously, when John Cena went back to babyface John Cena with that stuff, but still. This one was just a fucking dud. And his number 18, the worst WrestleMania main event since 2014. On to the second worst match in 2017, but the second worst match at WrestleMania since 2014. John, please. Number 17, you got Roman Reigns defeats Triple H to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 42. Yeah, this one was also a fucking dud. Not as worse as Cena and Rhodes, It's definitely up there. And if it wasn't for Cena and Rose, this would have probably been the last one. But considering the last one was the list last year, this match was just not good. It wasn't good for me. And this whole WrestleMania, minus Sasha Banks, my girl Mercedes Moné. Here are freaking sirens outside my apartment. What else is fucking new, people? Unbelievable. Other than Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and also Charlotte Flair for that match. You know, before Sasha win that, not Charlotte, but still. Other than that match, like maybe like one other match you can remember, like this WrestleMania kind of sucked. It really sucked. It does me, honestly. But this match at Reigns, Triple H, I mean, maybe Dean Ambrose and Sasha Moxley and Lesnar was not that bad to a point. But still, this match was freaking bad, too. I think Triple H went in this WrestleMania 32 as WWE Champion was just not good. It was not good. So that's number 17. John Cena special, obviously. And we're on number 16, another dud, obviously. Drama, please. Number 16, you got Brock Lesnar defeats Roman Reigns. Another dud of a Roman Reigns WrestleMania match. Brock Lesnar defeats Roman Reigns to retain the WWE Universal Championship WrestleMania 34. This one was even just as bad as Triple H. Oh man, then the 6, 7 F5s when Reigns kicked out, like that was just fucking stupid, dude. It made like Roman Reigns look like he was Superman. Greg does a Superman punch, I say get it, but still. But come on, dude. And then he was bleeding, like, what are we fucking doing here? That was not a way to use blood back then either. This WrestleMania main event sucked. As many Reigns matches did suck in WrestleMania history. I'm not meaning to hate Roman or anything. I mean, he's got a lot of good ones here in this list too. To believe we can find out. You think he's got the best one? Obviously, spoiler alert. Or he put up a lot of duds though in this match. A lot of duds in these WrestleMania main events. Doesn't mean he had any good ones. I'm not saying that. He had some good ones too. But to think that obviously that compared to this one, that was not good. So that's number 15. Actually, no, it's number 16, honestly, excuse me. Number 15 is just this Mark Reigns and Lesnar match. Oh boy. Oh boy. Number 15, Gemma, please. Number 15, you got Roman Reigns defeats Brock Lesnar and become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion WrestleMania 38. Night 2. Oh, man. How he just merged both the World Championships to just do what with it? Just develop Roman Reigns' his Tribal Chief gimmick more? And then here, bro, did a Roman just have like a separated shoulder in this match too? Or something like that? Oh man, like this was not good. This match was not good. It was not good. Right? The worst WrestleMania, it's one of the worst. God damn, like this was not good. Not good at all, bro. Roman has some good WrestleMania events, but he also had a lot of duds of them, honestly. He had a lot of duds too. This one is just not good at all. As most Reigns and Lesnar's matches were at WrestleMania, minus the one into number one, honestly. It's number one, honestly, to say at least. This is number 15. Roman Reigns defeats Brock Lesnar to become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion at WrestleMania 38 Night 2. Not a good one at all. And worse than this was just barely worse than this one. German Police number 14. Roman Reigns defeats The Undertaker in the no-holds-barred match, WrestleMania 33. Another Roman match is another done. I feel sorry for Roman. Like, I don't mean to hate the dude. He's got a lot of good ones coming up. Don't get me wrong. He has a lot of good ones coming up. Don't get past Roman fans. You're going to get some good ones coming in the top 10, so, But this one was another dud. I gotta be honest. I was a big Reigns guy back then. Still am to this day. I mean, like The Undertaker, loved him, all-time greats. But this one, no. It wasn't even Undertaker's best WrestleMania main event in this whole history. This is not even the best Undertaker match at all, dude. At all. He did have another good WrestleMania main event, The Undertaker, coming up in the top. I think it was the top 5, I think, honestly. Maybe the top 6. I didn't really find out. But this one was just not it. Not it at all, bro. Kind of disappointing, this for sure. You had no holds barred stipulation when we had, like, what, a non-sanctioned match or the other year of the card with Seth Rollins and Triple H. Like, what? And there was not even no title involved with Reigns and Undertaker. So what was the point of main eventing with this? Granted, I didn't want Goldberg or Brock Lesnar. I mean, then again, better going into that with that compare one of the other worst matches on this show with was it Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt? Oh god, that match is even worse. So technically, I guess this is the right thing to main event with. But still, you get the gist. That WrestleMania card was just... I can't remember any one good match other than like AJ Styles and Shane McMahon. That's sad. Shane McMahon had the best match on that whole WrestleMania. I hear AJ Styles said this too the other day. He had his best WrestleMania match, AJ Styles, he thought, was against Shane McMahon. See how crazy that sounds? But it's true, honestly. Styles not had the greatest WrestleMania matches. Obviously, Nakamura match blowed, honestly. I mean, you want to count the Boneyard match with Undertaker was phenomenal. He's saying, like, match standpoint. So that's not really a match. This is more of, like, a cinematic type match, honestly. It's not even called a match at all. But still, like, this one was just not good at all. It's my message WrestleMania card for 33. General Police, I think it's number 13. We're getting closer and closer to good ones. This one was not good either, but still. Historic one, though, nonetheless. But General Police, number 13. Number 13, you got Becky Lynch defeating Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair to win the WWE Raw and WWE SmackDown Women's Championships, WrestleMania 35. The final WrestleMania was one night. Man, oh my god. I just stayed up like, 1 o'clock? I remember this night when there was no tomorrow. And plus, it was my favorite wrestler, Sasha Banks, who's had just terrible luck with that shit. Not to be out to be one of many things that go on with that. But this was just, the match itself is stay up 1 o'clock in the morning. I had to go to school the next day. And I was in middle school back then, people. Crazy, I know. Like 1 o'clock in the morning with coffee and like, oh my god. I'm so glad it's not 2 nights to put all these freaking matches on the card. Thank god it's not 2 nights. But this was just freaking this match in general was just, and then we produced one of the worst. It was a historic match, don't get me wrong. It's the first ever women's match in main event WrestleMania. But at what cost, dude? Well, at what cost? We had this terrible Ronda Rousey performance that went in a downhill spiral of Ronda Rousey's wrestling career. This started this match with her performance. It was bad. It was bad, people. And banging in the bench, she couldn't even sell back the roll up. And then you roll up with a finished WrestleMania. I'll roll up the WrestleMania main event. Unacceptable booking. That was Vince McMahon for you. That was Vince McMahon for you. Unacceptable. Granted, Becky was the right outcome to win that, obviously. No shit. It should not have been a Charlotte to begin with. It should have been supposed to be Becky and Ronda for the Raw Women's Championship. No one wanted Charlotte involved with that. I had Charlotte involved with someone else. But man, dude, it was just not good at all. It was not good whatsoever. Better than the least better ones, but still, it's not saying much at all. This was a terrible WrestleMania. One of the most disappointing ones to say. And we got the women's one at WrestleMania come up in the top 9, honestly. That was not even close. That one's doing so much better. I mean, Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks, honestly, two of my personal favorites in the world, but still. Might be biased, but still. That match was better than I think this match produced times 1,000. Unbelievable. John, please go for number 12. The final WrestleMania main event that was not great. The final one. John, please, though. Number 12, we got Drew McIntyre defeating Brock Lesnar to win the WWE Championship WrestleMania 36 Night 2. Moment, great, obviously. That's why it's above and one of the worst ones. Granted, it was in no fans and no audience, felt so incredibly terrible for Drew. He couldn't win this championship in front of fans over Night 2 WrestleMania 36. And then nobody just seen anything. There's not a single iota of a peep in that performance center. That's actually COVID year, obviously. That's just terrible luck for McIntyre. But man, this is just a big old classic Brock Lesnar hit 3 finishers on you and he took up F5s. That's all this match was. It didn't get McIntyre to win, obviously, which is the right outcome. Don't get me wrong. But this man had no shot. He basically had no chance. There was no fans in the arena. It was sad. It was sad to watch this for sure. Bias number 12 was one of the worst WrestleMania main events of this held 2014. Because obviously there was no fans in the arena. This just sucked. It sucked. So much so, I had another cinematic match like the previous time with AJ Styles and The Undertaker discussing the top 5 and stuff. But this one was just not great. And obviously it was not that long, and more Brock Lesnar matches weren't, honestly, but still. But generally it's number 11. The ones we get the good, number 11. It starts with the good ones, honestly. We want positivity on this podcast. But generally please, number 11. Number 11, I can't believe I'm saying this. Stone Cold Steve Austin, that was good, honestly. Defeats Kevin Owens to WrestleMania 38 Night 1. This is one of the least, the best ones on this card, but it's definitely better than the worst WrestleMania main events for sure. I enjoyed it. I doing what it was. Granted, Stone Cold, his limitations, honestly, at WrestleMania 38. But I liked the moment, honestly, with Stone Cold and Kevin Owens locking up, the Stunner versus Stunner man himself. I felt this was pretty freaking good. Or we expected. And by the way, it was better than Night 2 what we got from that year with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. So I can't believe I'm saying that. Where Stone Cold, that's embarrassing too, where Reigns and Lesnar. They have a Stone Cold Steve Austin was 50 plus years old by then? And then you maybe in 60, I don't even know. And he has the better main event that whole freaking weekend. Kind of the main event standpoint for both nights. Granted, that's how great Kevin Owens is, but still, honestly. WrestleMania 38, you got number 11, you got Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating Kevin Owens, WrestleMania 38 Night 1. And on to your top 10, people. John, please. Number 10, you got The Rock and Roman Reigns defeating Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, WrestleMania 40 Night 1. I really liked this tag match. I really did. I really liked it. There's a lot of better ones in the top 10 from now. If we're following starting number 9, but still. Still a very fun tag match, honestly. We all expected The Rock to beat Cody Rhodes there and get the Bloodline rules. So obviously, with Cody Rhodes finished his story to WrestleMania 40 Night 1 or Night 2, honestly. I liked this one. This one was freaking very good. Rock did not seem like last time we saw Rock at WrestleMania was WrestleMania 32. But he had a match with Eric Rowan didn't really count, honestly, to begin with either. The last full-fledged we saw The Rock at WrestleMania that year, found minus 40, that one, was against John Cena at WrestleMania 29 for the WWE Championship. That was a fucking terrible match. Absolutely just dog shit. If it wasn't for The Miz and John Cena, WrestleMania 27, that would have been the second of the worst WrestleMania event of all time. And Cena was just like the Roman Reigns of this whole century. When it comes to put on WrestleMania main event duds. 29 was just bad. 28 was not that bad, honestly, with The Rock. But 27 was the worst. 27 and 29 two of the worst of all time, in my opinion. It was bad. It was bad. But The Rock and Roman Reigns, obviously his match, Cena also 42 that year, 41 for Cody Rhodes, but still. But Rock and Reigns in this match with The Rock and Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, I felt it was very freaking good. Gotta be quite honest, gotta give a Rock flowers or flowers here with that one. But that's number 10. Number 9, though, because this should be realistically number 1 for me, but I'm not being biased here. Number 9, Joe, please. Bianca Belair, my second favorite women's wrestler of all time, defeated my favorite women's wrestler, my favorite wrestler of all time. It's my girl, Sasha Banks, also known as Mercedes Moné, to win the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship WrestleMania 37 Night 1. The best WrestleMania main event involving the females. Granted, it's a small sample size, only select 2 of them on this whole card, but still. Becky, Ronda, and Charlotte in WrestleMania 35, and also Bianca and Sasha for WrestleMania 37 Night 1. There's only 2 of them, but this is the better of the 2, obviously. Anyone with 2 functioning eyeballs would realize that. I'm not joking. Look at Becky, Ronda, and Charlotte from WrestleMania 35, and look at Sasha and Bianca 2 years later, WrestleMania 37, Night 1. Which one was the better 2, people? Even Becky, Ronda, and Charlotte fans can admit that. At least not the delusional ones, honestly, but still. No offense, I love Becky. I love Charlotte. Don't care for much of Ronda, but still. This is the better 2. My 2 of my favorites in the whole freaking world. Can't get any better than that for me, honestly. It would be better for me if Sasha would have won, but that's just me, but still. I can't go any wrong Bianca Belair winning that either. Freaking phenomenal main event. And the right main event decision, not Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. I can't believe that shit back then. People actually had the balls to say that Drew fucking McIntyre and Bobby Lashley, the Drew's freaking great, don't get me wrong, same with Bobby. But to think those 2 deserve a WrestleMania main event in their eyes over a historic match like this could potentially main event WrestleMania? You people are fucking retarded, honestly. No offense. I don't like using that word retarded, but you are retarded if you think that way. I'm sorry. That is just some stupid thing you can't say. Just saying. But it's one of the better WrestleMania main events in recent memory. Definitely one of the better main events of all time. Definitely in the top 10 of WrestleMania main events of all time. I'm going to say all time. At least since 2014 for sure. I want to put this one higher because I love both women, obviously. But I can't deny you got a top 8 on this card, honestly. You can pick and choose if you want, but still. But Joe, please, number 8. Number 8, you got Roman Reigns. And before I get to that one, though, going back to number 9. To think that's the last time the women have main event in WrestleMania with one half of your competitors, that is not even with the fucking company anymore. That is sad. That is sad to WWE. That is sad. We love Sasha Banks and Mercedes Moné, obviously, but still. Just the fact of that is freaking sad. One half of your competitors, the last time women had main event in WrestleMania, is not even with the fucking company anymore. Can you imagine that? Hell, one of them is even still injured, Bianca Belair. Both are not even on television with respected companies right now. One is injured and one's about to come back in Mercedes, but still, you get the point, people. But back to number 8, Roman Reigns defeats Daniel Bryan. The first WrestleMania main events of Roman Reigns that was good in this whole list. Number 8 got Roman Reigns defeating Daniel Bryan and Edge to retain the WWE Universal Championship WrestleMania 37 Night 2. Speaking of people not with the company, it's funny. 5 competitors were WrestleMania main events and 37. And 3 of them were not even with the company. We're being Daniel Bryan, Edge, and Sasha Banks. Mercedes Moné is in AEW. Bryan Danielson's retired when the last time we saw him was in AEW. And Adam Cole as Edge in AEW. Could have been an AEW World Tag Team Champion this past year, whatever. That is freaking crazy. That is kind of crazy, not gonna lie, people. Now it's just what? That was 5 years ago? Oh my god, times can change in a blink of an eye, people, I know. Shit can happen and shit can hit its fan, obviously. With this match, this triple threat match is the first WrestleMania main event that Roman Reigns had good on this whole list. Kind of crazy, I know. But this is a very fun triple threat match. People have heard the fans crying of, Daniel Bryan got his ass involved with Edge and Reigns one-on-one match. Honestly, he made the match better. He made the match better. It was better when Edge and Reigns could produce a WrestleMania. They had a fun Money in the Bank match that year. That was the right decision doing it then. So stop your fucking complaining, people. That's just my stance on that for sure. But this is number 8 for ranking of every single WrestleMania event since 2014. Number 7, though, Jim, please. Another Roman Reigns match. Number 7, you got Roman Reigns defeats Cody Rhodes to retain the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, WrestleMania 39, Night 2. Unpopular take, though, this is the right outcome back then. I didn't like the outcome at that moment at all. I didn't like it at all. But going back on it, we saw WrestleMania 40. We wouldn't have gotten the Cody Rhodes finishing the story part with The Rock if it wasn't for this outcome here at 39 a year previous. So going back on it, that was the right decision. I hated it then, I really did. But at least rectified the year later WrestleMania 40, probably something even better. Granted, I know it's in the people might say, well, that was in Los Angeles. It would be a better shit for Cody Rhodes to main event with. And get his win there. Compared to Philadelphia and Lincoln Financial Field. Granted, you may have a point in saying that. LA is a better city to win Cody Rhodes, is finishing the story, than Philadelphia, but still. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't do Rock and Roman at WrestleMania 39. That was the time to do it, the perfect time to do it. And then you had Cody win this championship the following year. But that's just, they'd be creative for you. And almost fucked it up with having Rock and Roman having a WrestleMania 40, which thank God did not happen, obviously, but still. I don't think we should see that ever, dude. Rock and Roman, the time has passed to see that match. Or at 43 in Saudi, or 44, whatever, I don't care. The time has passed for that. Nobody wants to see that in the year 2026, or not even 2026, 2027 and beyond. Nobody wants to see that, in my opinion. But this is probably the 7th best WrestleMania main event since 2014 for sure. But Journal, please, number 6. Another Roman Reigns match. Seth Rollins defeats Roman Reigns and CM Punk, WrestleMania 41, Night 1. I enjoyed this one. Probably one between this and Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. These are 2 matches, the best matches of the whole weekend that year. I was slightly given to Io, Bianca, and Rhea for match of the weekend that year, and that's just fucking sad, bro. I saw Raw last night. Io's not going to make WrestleMania's first match at all. And she had the best match on that whole card last year, and she can't make it in the year following either. It can't make it in the year following WrestleMania 41 for WrestleMania 42. You know how fucking fucked up does that sound? You really know how fucked up that sounds? And she only won that match too. Stupid creative decision from WWE standpoint. But as for this was one of the better matches the whole weekend. Not saying much, in the Raw WrestleMania card, not that great either. But this is obviously better than the Night 2 1 times a million, honestly, but still. This one's pretty good. It's number 6 for top WrestleMania main event since 2014. To move on to your top 5, we're 29 to 30 minutes on this podcast. Let's now get into the top 5. The Journal, please, number 5. Number 5, you get The Undertaker defeating AJ Styles in a Boneyard match, WrestleMania 36, Night 1. This one was freaking one of the better cinematic matches of all time. It ain't particularly even close. I mean, there's a lot of good cinematic matches we saw. John Cena, Bray Wyatt, God rest that man's soul, winning a Rotunda. I think on the same WrestleMania card, it was like, what was it, Night 2 at this point, honestly, though? Like, that was just freaking amazing, too. The Firefly Funhouse one. And this one was even better with The Undertaker and AJ Styles. My personal favorite cinematic match in the whole 2020 since obviously COVID year, honestly. That was just freaking amazing. And Styles, great Styles. He helped The Undertaker, guide him, and obviously in the Boneyard match with Undertaker's stuff, in all honesty. But this is very fun, if you ask me. It's top 5 as well for top WrestleMania main events. since 2014. On to your top 4, though. Journal, please. Number 4, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defeat the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, to win the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships, WrestleMania 39, Night 1. Yeah, I've been above Roman Reigns and Rhodes from Night 2. This one was just freaking... This was the right decision as well, having this main event, not Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. I love both matches, don't get me wrong. But this one was better, in my opinion. By a little bit. And plus, it has a better story times a million with that one. It had a way better story with Sami getting his revenge on the Bloodline. It was not against Roman Reigns, but it was against the Usos. By taking the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships off the Usos. The right decision. The right decision. Having that main event over Charlotte and Rhea. And their match was great. Didn't it even co-main event that year? I think it did, honestly. So there you go. It's not technically a full-fledged main event, but you get the gist, honestly. But Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens defeating the Usos to win the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships WrestleMania 39 is number 4 for the best WrestleMania main event since 2014. Well, number 3. The match is not even... This is freaking great, too. Another triple threat match, too. This is just 2014. So I always spoiled it, but anyways, Joan, please, number 3. Number 3, got Daniel Bryan defeats Batista and Randy Orton in a triple threat match to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, WrestleMania 30. This one was just freaking top notch, bro. The story with Daniel Bryan defeating all 3 members of Evolution of Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton in the same night. Freaking immaculate storytelling. Freaking immaculate. And the only highlight of that whole WrestleMania. Like, this is the same WrestleMania The Undertaker lost his undefeated streak against the fucking Brock Lesnar. That was just not a great creative decision at all, dude. Nothing following either. It really didn't. It should have been one person. Just first of all, it should have never even happened. The Undertaker WrestleMania streak ended. But if it was 2 people to do it, not one of them was Brock Lesnar. One is not even with this world in the world right now, Bray Wyatt. And number 2, even though I have a hot take of this one, Aleister Black. That's the only 2 that honestly ended the Undertaker's undefeated streak. And not Brock Lesnar. I stand by that for sure. But this one was just WrestleMania main event that year of WrestleMania 30. Freaking amazing. Freaking amazing storytelling for sure. Even fun triple threat match for sure. So that's number 3. Number 2, top 2. Journal, please. I know 2 matches on this card. But Journal, please, number 2. Number 2, Cody Rhodes finishes the story. Cody Rhodes defeats Roman Reigns to win the undisputed WWE Championship, WrestleMania 40 Night 2 and Bloodline Rules. And that's why you have The Rock and Roman Reigns win Night 1, honestly. He gets his Bloodline Rules and Cody Rhodes and the Avengers take down the Bloodline. With Rhodes, you got Seth Rollins, you got John Cena making an appearance. Who else you got? Like Jey Uso helping him to fend off his old Bloodline guys. But damn, the right decision to have this happen a year later. But going back on it, I was wrong about it for sure. I really wanted Rhodes to win at WrestleMania 39, but still. But thank God they rectified the year later, having Rhodes finish the story in the WrestleMania 40. Kind of made a storyline too. We have so WrestleMania 30, you have Daniel Bryan winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and this underdog mentality there. And then 40, you got Rhodes doing it against Roman Reigns. I think it was WrestleMania 20 was Chris Benoit or something like that. Dude. I remember Chris Benoit, but at least that was just same thing we going to twice. I prefer Bryan and Rhodes compared to Chris Benoit's story, but still. Fuck Chris Benoit, obviously, but still. But number 2, we got Rhodes defeating Reigns to win the undisputed WWE Championship, WrestleMania 40 Night 2 Bloodline Rules. Number one is probably better than this one, honestly. Drummer, please. Number 1, Seth Rollins cashes in Money in the Bank by defeating Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. WrestleMania 31. Alright, what do you want me to say about this one, dude? First of all, by far the best match Reigns and Lesnar had in their whole career, not even just WrestleMania. This one was just freaking just immaculate. And then you have Rollins cashing in. The match itself with Reigns and Lesnar before, I thought was freaking amazing. But like I said, their best match those two have had with each other. Minus me, you can make a case for SummerSlam that year when the last man stand match of Reigns and Lesnar. The last time those two locked heads and the final time we'll see. But this was even better, bro. I felt like this was better with the performance they gave there. But this one with Seth Rollins making the moment for him was freaking amazing. Just fucking amazing, bro. And Rollins cashes in Money in the Bank and screws over Roman Reigns yet again. We saw it with the Shield with Reigns and Ambrose. Now we're seeing with Rollins getting revenge on Reigns, or getting more getting on the Reigns' skin for sure. And this is the best WrestleMania main event since 2014 for sure. Now aired my top 18 WrestleMania main events. Discussing this ranking is this list for all WrestleMania events. WrestleMania can't freaking speak today. WrestleMania main events since 2014. I'm not going to go over the list again because that was 18 matches and we're going to go 38 minutes on this freaking podcast, people. But that is my ranking. My ranking every single WrestleMania main event since 2014 for sure. AKA WrestleMania 30. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of my top 18. Not my top 18, but think of my ranking every single WrestleMania main event since 2014 on YouTube and Spotify for sure. And until next time, and trust me, definitely be next time, everybody. I guess hopefully see with your Monday Raw, April 13th, 2026 review. Hopefully, knock on wood. Hopefully, I can do that for sure. But until next time, and like I say, let's just definitely be next time, people. Peace out, everybody. I am out. Take care. Love y'all big time, to say the least.